Good morning and welcome to an episode of Fertility Talk. But today we're going to do something very different. We are talking to Dr. Skye de Jongh, and we are going to be learning about who is Dr. Skye de Jongh this morning. So we're going to do a series with most of the doctors. So please do watch out for that. So Dr. de Jongh, I'm not going to keep you very long, and I've just got 5 questions to ask you. But thank you for joining me this morning.
Thanks so much for having me. It's always lovely to be part of the Fertility Solutions program.
Thank you very much. So Dr. De Jong is from Vitalab KZN, and here's the 5 questions that we asked her. The first one is, what inspired you to become a fertility specialist, and what keeps you passionate about the field today?
So, my story starts quite a long time ago, when I was 19. Um, my aunt suffered from terrible endometriosis, and she was trying to have a baby for many years. And she asked me to donate eggs. So, I became involved with fertility at a very young age as a patient. At
Wow.
that point, I was in medical school and went through the whole process. And unfortunately, for her, it wasn't successful, but it was a wonderful experience for me to be part of. And I felt really strongly that if it had been successful, it would have changed her life forever. And it made me really want to help people in her situation, so that they could experience the joy of motherhood one day. So from a really young age, I knew that this is where I wanted to be, and I really, really feel very passionately about helping women to achieve their dreams of being mothers and helping families
Yes.
achieve those dreams.
Wow, thank you. That's amazing. So our second question is, what's one thing that you wish more patients knew before coming to their first fertility appointments?
I think it would be not everyone needs IVF. So I think there's this misconception that as soon as you go to a fertility clinic, they're going to tell you you need IVF, and if you don't have the money, then you may as well not even go. And that's really not true. Our main aim is to assess what is preventing you from falling pregnant. It
Mm,
could be just a lack of education and you're just not getting the timing right. It
mm,
could be that there's a medical illness that's underlying it, like an underactive thyroid. And just by treating that, we could get you to conceive. It could be that you're one of the 20% of women who've got polycystic ovaries, and just by giving you some medication to adjust your hormones and get you menstruating regularly, we can get you pregnant. So it doesn't mean that you're going to have this massive financial commitment. You
yeah.
should come in, have an assessment, and then we'll take it from there. Maybe you do need IVF, but maybe it's something simple.
Okay, thank you very much. Um, how do you unwind after a long day in the clinic or lab?
So I have two little children, Lily and Loki, and they are 3 and 18 months. So when I get home, it's very, very busy. Um, and so I tend to spend my first few minutes just playing with the two of them. And we live very close to the beach, so we tend to go down to the beach quite a lot and spend some time there. So that always helps. I also am a dancer and I dance twice a week. And I really love that. It's a great stress reliever and such fun.
Wow, thank you very much for that. Okay, what has been one of the most memorable or rewarding moments in your career so far?
So I have one patient who we made embryos for, and we were trying to do an embryo transfer, and her lining just wouldn't thicken up. She had a couple of operations. We tried everything, and we were all feeling quite despondent. And in the end, we ended up doing a natural cycle for her.
Mm.
And we didn't give her any medication, nothing at all. And we just followed her natural cycle and we took a chance. And yes, we were giving her, she was seeing a pelvic floor physio, she was having acupuncture, she was seeing a dietitian, we were optimizing her diet, and we were trying to make her as relaxed as possible. And wouldn't you know it, that lining built up and we did a transfer and she got pregnant. And it was just such a wonderful moment because we'd been through so much. She was a gynae patient of mine before she got pregnant and we'd
Yeah.
operated endometriosis. It was a whole long story, but it was years in the making.
Wow.
And she finally fell pregnant with her beautiful baby. And it was just such a wonderful end to her story. And it really, I was feeling so despondent, and for it to happen even in her where the odds were against her, was really so motivating. And yeah, always will stick with me.
That what I'm getting, what is coming through is that it's not just about when we always feel as the patient from the other side, when we're getting the bad news or it didn't happen or things just weren't successful, we're always thinking we're the only ones that's always feeling that. But we don't realize sometimes the doctors also on the other end or the whole team that has been involved in it is also rooting from that side and they're also feeling that, disappointment. So thank you for that.
That's so true. I mean, the nurses, the doctors, everyone involved, are so invested
Yeah.
in our patients' fertility journeys, and we're so disappointed when it doesn't work out. I mean, we just want you to have a baby, and so it's an emotional roller coaster for all of us, and we never get used to it.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Our last one, okay, this is a nice question is, if you weren't a doctor, what do you think you would have been instead?
This is the hardest question for me, because I really don't know. I did petition my parents to be a dancer when I was in matric, and they said, no, I think maybe you should go to university, and then if you still want to be a dancer thereafter, you can do it. Yeah, I think maybe if they hadn't given me that talk, perhaps I would be a dancer, maybe a dancing teacher. Um, but I love my job. I wouldn't choose anything else. It's the best job in the world.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for doing this very different talk today. But also being able to see that on the other side is also a human and someone that's also feeling it, that's also going through the emotions with the patients on the other side as well. So thank
Um,
you very much to you and your team. Thanks, Dr. De Jong.
Pleasure. Thanks so much.
Pleasure. Bye.